Hey guys, Aquabike Guy here, and wanted to start off just to let you know who I am, my involvement with this aquabike thing, and where I see this thing's going. So, I'm a 37-year-old father. I'm married to a beautiful wife, and I have a 7 and a 9-year-old boy and a girl who I love dearly and totally love hanging out with. I was a high school football player, and then went off to York University and played 3 years of university football. At that time, I ended up having my 5th knee surgery in my 3rd year there of university, and the surgeons there said, you know what, maybe you should give up this football thing here. So off I went without my football, and started working out in the gym, and continuing working out in the gym, but working out in the gym and keeping my fitness that way. And then I ran would have been about 2011. I ran into this amazing sport called CrossFit, and joined up with the CrossFit gym, and absolutely fell in love with the fact that I was competing against myself, others members of my gym, as well as you compete in the CrossFit Games, and there's this open competition. Lots of fun, lots of competition. However, in about 2013, I had a 6th knee surgery, and I remember my in the post-op meeting, my surgeon was not a small man, and he told me, I said, Andrew, you need to give up competitive sports. You need to stop being competitive. You can't do this anymore. You're behaving like a NASCAR, and you need to start acting like a Cadillac. And to what point he got up and shook his hips a little bit and said, look at me, I'm a Cadillac and I don't have knee problems. And all I could start thinking at that point was, oh my God, I can't be a Cadillac. Look at what a Cadillac looks like. So from there I said, well, if I can't be doing CrossFit, what can I do? And he said, think low impact, like biking, swimming, that kind of thing. So from there, kind of sat back and said, and I knew my brother and his wife were quite involved in the amateur triathlon market, and my brother knew quite a bit about road bikes. So I kind of messaged him, hey, any chance I can borrow your road bike, and like to give it a try to see if it bothered my knee. So that August, I guess it was, in 2013, or 2014, sorry. 2014, and it doesn't matter. We got together. He went out on his tri-bike, and I got to follow suit in his road bike. And let's say that 40-kilometer circuit we did down in Stouffville that day, I thought I was going to kick his butt, to be honest with you, being a CrossFit athlete, university football player, and boy, was I wrong. I sucked on his back wheel the entire way, just panting and groaning and moaning there, getting through the ride while he was just cruising through. So that, get off the bike, my knee didn't bother me. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And that spring, I ended up purchasing a road bike and started riding my road bike and training in that. To what point his wife, Rebecca, sent me a message and said, hey, have you ever heard of an aquabike? They have one in Wasaga Beach, and we're going to go. And we're doing our triathlon, but you can do an aquabike. So that summer I said, hey, great, I'm going to start. I used to be a lifeguard, used to swim a bit. I'll do a little bit of swimming and hop in the water, and I've got my road bike. I'm doing pretty good on that, and I'll go and compete. And I thought I was going to walk in and dominate the field. Well, I showed up in tri shorts and in 2-foot waves going out, and I could barely sight coming back. Got my butt handed to me in the swim, and then proceeded to get on my road bike. Took me 5 minutes in transition because I tried to put a shirt on. No, don't wear a shirt. Wear a tri-suit. Don't try to put a shirt on in transition. Not going to work out. And then proceeded to get lapped, or not lapped, but whooped on the bike. So took a little bit of an ego bruising, but absolutely fell in love with it because I was able to be competitive with people. My knee didn't bother me at the end of it, and the community was super awesome. So that winter I decided I'm going to do a bit of training. I purchased an electronic smart trainer and a trainer tire, and got a membership with Trainer Road there, and started training, just following a little program there, just following along with the programs. Nothing really specific, just trying to get faster. Goes in the pool twice a week, sometimes once, just, as I'm going. And later on, as we kind of get going on, my brother's girlfriend kind of said, was in the process of training to qualify for ITU World Championships at the draft legal sprint distance triathlon, and was super cool about that. And through the summer, she ended up qualifying, but she ended up changing my life again. She sent me a message saying, hey, take a look at what's going on in Penticton next year, so in 2017, which was the year she qualified for the sprint distance. And it turned out they had something called an Aquabike race, and this was where you're able to compete against the world's for this Aquabike. It was a 3K bike and a 3K swim and 120K bike. And I was like, oh my God, I now can compete on the world stage just like I was in CrossFit, but also with football and that, and be competing against the best of the world to find out where I stacked up. So I raced Barrelman that fall, and had an absolute blast on my road bike, and had a blast. And then I really stepped up my training that winter. Really focused on increasing my bike and my swim. I was swimming 3 to 4 times a week, biking 4 times a week, and really following the Trainer Road programs. And that the swim stuff I was kind of making up as I go, working on just distance and seeing how well I can do. That Christmas, I purchased myself a wetsuit. Finally got a wetsuit to swim in. And then I also purchased a set of clip-on aero bars for my bike, and worked my pace there, and set my goal as the St. Andrews Rev 3 Triathlon in New Brunswick as the qualifying race that year. So really started working hard, noticed some differences there, and then was trying to find every single little advantage I get, and ended up one of the guys in the cycling club that I belonged to was talking about these blade wheels. So I picked up some blade wheels. So now I'm almost close to being a true triathlete there. I've got the aero bars on the bike. I've got my deep section wheels. I've got my wetsuit ready to go. Went to St. Andrews and, did Guelph 1 that year as a tune-up race, and, did really well, but did some mistakes as well. Learned quite a bit from that, and took that learning into St. Andrews, at which I qualified to represent for the ITU Worlds in 2018, so this July, to go off to Denmark there, and had an absolute blast there. I finished my season off racing again in Niagara Falls in the Barrelman again. That is an amazing race, by the way. Love that one, and the St. Andrews race. Really great races. And had a pretty good swim. Got on the bike and went right when I was supposed to go left on one of the turns, and ended up adding 30 kilometers to my bike ride there. So that absolutely killed my split, but got back on it and finished, and it really enjoyed that year. So this year I joined the the Aurora Master Ducks for my swim training to really work on my stroke. It's really good to have someone look at your stroke, as well as I swim 3 times on my own at the pool on my lunch break. I then, again, really buckered down with Trainer Road. I'm following their full distance, high volume training plan online, and really seeing some big difference on my bike. And we also picked up, as my wife authorized the purchase of my new TT bike. So I now have a Cervelo P2 TT bike is getting me ready. So now I think I'm kind of close, and I've got my, I picked up my aero helmet. So I think I've got all the gear there. Really feeling like a aquabiker now, and been training now quite a few months, and looking forward to racing against the world in Denmark in this July 14th. We're heading off, family and is coming with me. We're really looking forward to the trip and having some fun. So that's a little bit about me, guys. Through this channel, I'm going to be talking about my experiences with aqua biking, with training on the bike, training in the pool, different things just as they come up, as I find tips and tricks and things I've learned and things I'm learning, and all that kind of stuff on this channel, and as well as on my Facebook group. So hit that subscribe button, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.